I don't mind. Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why have you come with me? Rain.
Where's my dough?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. It's your host, Chuck Allen, with your host, Uncle Freezy, kicking it to you live June 1st. It's Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. That means it's hump day, hump day, hump day, hump day. Halfway through your work week. We're hoping everyone's having a good morning so far. Salute to all the vibrant ones in the building. Shout out to Chef NYK in the building. Alpha Griffin in the building. Salute vibrant ones. Yes, sir. Man, it's another day and another dollar. It's warm here in the city. We're about to kick things off. Unc, how you doing this morning?
Fantastic. I'm great, bro.
Excellent.
I'm great. I'm great, man. How you?
A little sluggish. Little uh a little hungover, if you will. My mouth is incredibly dry right now, but at the same time, it's kind of juicy right here.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Yeah.
man, I'm good.
Oh, hey, Chef NYK said he got the shirts. Yeah, hey, man. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad, man. I'm glad, man. How you like them? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So Chuck, that's our first delivery. Alpha
Okay,
Griffin in the
okay.
building. The original DSJ is in the building. What's good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm excited about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Where is I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was looking for something and then it disappeared. You know how we always multitasking, bro. Always. Hey,
Yes, sir.
we are always multitasking, y'all. Always multitasking. So hey, DSJ, you got a PO box? DSJ started joking already. See, but I beat you to the joint, man. Did you got a PO box? God dog it! Yeah, what's the deal with not having PO boxes, bro? Nobody have PO boxes no more.
Nah. No.
Okay, okay. Soul
Nah.
Finger, what's good? Soul Finger, you got a PO box? Dang, man. DSJ, I'm trying to send you some stuff, but I can only send it to a PO box, bro. Hey, yo, hey, can I send it there?
Okay.
At DSJ, at DSJ, if I can send it there, text me the PO box, and then I'll put it in the mail sometime between now and the NBA lottery. Word. No doubt.
Yes, sir.
What's
Yes, sir.
going on, Chuck? How everything, man?
Man, everything's good, man. I'm just trying to uh eat well and stay hydrated, man.
Hey, you look like you scratching and surviving. And for those that don't know, scratching and surviving is good times.
Good times. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Jaman. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Speaking of good times, how did you feel? Because for a long time, did not know all of the words of that song. When I found out the lyric that everyone kept getting wrong, hanging in a chow line.
Good times.
I'm sorry. When were there chow lines?
It's a soup line, but I understand what? Everybody got that part wrong?
Yes.
What? What? Okay. So I got that part right and got a lot of other stuff wrong.
Really?
Yes. With the high
Okay.
part, hanging in the child line. I knew that. The high part where they start getting high in the song, like the high
Yes.
range. I understood that.
Wow.
I didn't understand the just looking out the window. Good time. Easy Credit ripoff. I didn't know
Easy
what
credit ripoffs. Yes.
I didn't know what the hell Easy Credit was. All ripping off. I still don't understand. What the hell does Easy Credit ripoff have to do with being? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Man, listen. We just lucky we got them.
Ain't we lucky we got him? Ain't we lucky we got him?
Oh my goodness. That is,
Yeah, man.
hey man, this is what happens, man. This is what happens when all the writers and producers and everyone that has something to do with this behind the scenes is white. You'll
Yeah,
get terrible lyrics to a song about
yeah.
easy credit ripoffs, hanging in a child line.
Yes. Yeah. What? Okay, what are we doing again? We hanging in a child line. Okay. I got that
I've ne-
part though.
but I've seen people in line at the soup kitchen, like if that's what
Yeah.
you were saying, but hanging in a child line. Okay.
Uh um yeah. Yeah, it is kind of weird. Yeah. 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 Yep, I don't get it.
I don't get it, man. I don't.
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
song the music is so dope though. You don't even pay that you don't really even pay that any attention.
No. But that was the thing back in those days, man. Your theme song had to slap. If your theme
Yes.
song didn't slap, there was a good chance
We weren't
we
gonna pay
ain't
that
even
shit no
rocking with your
attention.
show.
We ain't even gonna watch the show. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Different Strokes. You weren't gonna watch. As soon as you saw Mr. Drummond, you're like, I ain't watching this bullshit. You know what I'm
No.
saying? I
Who
ain't
is this
watching.
guy?
Yeah,
What
I
is
ain't
this?
watching it. What the what? Yeah, what is this? Yeah, yeah. But yeah.
Um Now the world don't move to the beat of just one. Man, that joint is so, man, you hear that?
Man, that is so meh. Yeah, yeah.
A theme song will let you know what time it is.
Yeah.
It will let you know what time. Oh no, my show about to come on. Watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Yeah. Easily.
Vibrant ones. Just off on a tangent right now. Vibrant ones. In the chat, put down your favorite theme song. Put down your favorite uh television show theme song.
Right.
If it was a real joint, like you would listen to it. Like, yo, this was a real joint.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Gemma.
I'm gonna okay, yeah. Fresh Prince, okay. Everybody rocking with Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince. Okay, okay.
Yeah, man.
Sanford and
Ron,
Sons.
Ron is such a nerd, man. Ron Sterling fans is such a nerd. And I love it, bro. Hey, Ron, and listen, I say that because I'm your brother in nerddom. Because listen, the greatest American hero. Hey, I know the words. Believe it or not, I'm walking on there. Believe it or not, I'm walking on there. Yo. Yeah, man. I'm your brother in nerddom, bro. Yeah, man. Oh, Andrew College. Green Acres is the
Anchors
place
is the
to
place
be.
to be.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Gemma.
I'm gonna say the theme song, "The Perfect Strangers."
Oh, wow.
Wait, what? Ladies and gentlemen, those who have the good ears, those of you that are the living embodiment of Shazam. I need you to name this television show and this theme song. I can't pinpoint it at the moment, but here goes some of the lyrics. Standing tall on the ways to my dreams. Something. I don't know the words of the song, and I just messed it up. DSJ,
Hey,
I'm gonna roll with you. I'm gonna roll with you on that one. Uh, Underrated cartoon, and that theme song definitely slap.
what? Okay.
Gummy bears bouncing here and bouncing everywhere. Hey, come on, still Nick fans. Come on. Perfect Strangers. Okay, okay, okay.
And you know what? And Chuck, and since I'm not a producer, what I do is every time I hear somebody singing, I automatically add the Honey Drippers beats, the Honey Drippers beat behind everything. Ladies and gentlemen, we have such and such in the house tonight.
Yes,
And then,
sir.
you know what I'm saying? And so, for those that don't know the Honey Drippers, bro, the Honey Drippers is what beat would we Funky for You by Nice and Smooth. That's the Honey Drippers. I'm gonna make it real funky for you.
For you.
I'm
Okay.
gonna make it real funky for you. That's the Honey Drippers.
The
The Honey Drippers.
the
Yes, sir.
Honey Dippers.
Honey Drippers. Yeah. Yeah, man. The Honey Drippers. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can find the name of the song. Right? Let me see. Let me see. The Honey Drippers. Let me see if I can find it. I don't want it. I don't want images. I want all. What song is that? Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. I'm trying to do too many things at once, man. I'm trying to do t-shirt logos, websites, Twitter, all at once, and do the show. My bad, Chuck. I'm trying to multitask. I'm not gonna multitask no more. I'm just gonna find the honey drippers though. I gotta find that now that I brought them up. Let me see. The honey drippers. I'm gonna see if I can find the song so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. I brought them up. Now I feel like I have to find it. No, this is not it. I gotta find a different way to find them. Let me see. Let me start to find Funky for You. Funky for You sample. Nice and smooth. All right. What is it? No, it's not do that stuff. Yeah, that's it. Impeach the President by the Honey Drippers. That's the name of it. Impeach the President by the Honey Drippers. Let me find it. Let me make sure. The Honey Drippers impeach the president. Okay. Let me see if I'm gonna have it play in my ear for a few seconds just to make sure I'm right. Yep, that's it. Chuck, when you hear it, you're gonna be like, yo, everybody has sampled this song.
Yeah.
You heard it yet?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the link in it.
Yeah, because I got it. I got that loop.
Yeah,
I absolutely have that loop. Never knew that. Okay.
Yeah,
Bandels, Rescue Rangers, Bandels, The Adventures. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Jamon. Yeah, man. So that's what I'm saying. Every time I see somebody like singing, like somebody singing without music, I just throw that.
Man, whoever came up with that groove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genius, right?
Yeah, all that. Yeah,
Yep.
all of that.
Yep. All of it.
All of
Every
that.
ounce of that is classic.
Yeah.
And that's why we do what we do. And it's not because we want a volume of hits, because some people are just not destined to have a volume of hits. But if you get one that hit forever, you in high cotton, bro.
Yeah.
All it takes is one. Like the meters. People are like, oh, why you always be bringing up the meters? And I'm like, bro, because first of all, I know more about music than anybody, which is not really impressive. It's not impressive. That just means I know a whole lot of meaningless stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, yeah, man. I just know a lot of meaningless stuff. Like, I think what's the meter song is I don't know if it's Clap Your Hands or let me see the meters.
Clap your hands. Come on, clap your hands.
That's Gwen McCrae. that you got.
All right.
Get up, clap your hands. That's Gwen McCrae. And I shouldn't even know that, but I do for some weird reason. And the song you talk about is Funky Sensation.
Funky Sensation.
Yeah. Yeah, the meat is the hand clapping song. Now, clap your hands now, people. And for those interested in samples, like the hand clapping song is the beat that's used for the Symphony Part 2 or the Symphony 2. And I don't even know why I need to. Ron's like, I am a nerd. Hey, I
Absolutely.
hey. My name is Uncle Freezy, and I approve that message. Me too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Darkwing Duck. Wow. Wow.
Let me ask this question. Darkwing Duck, right? Was he a spoof of Batman or was he his own thing?
Oh no, he definitely Batman. They stole that. As soon as I saw him with the mask over his eyes and that big ass duck bill, I was like, this is the biggest. This is the biggest parody ever.
It was but hey man, I'm telling you, I was definitely in for all of the Darkwing Duck and this nonsense. I was in for it every day. 4 o'clock?
Is that what Darkwing Duck? That's late 80s, right?
Uh Late 80s into the early 90s.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm thinking like the late 80s cartoons were trash. And
Um
the late 90s cartoons were better. Um, um, like the early 80s was dope, in my opinion. Thundercats, Transformers, He-Man. I'm sorry, Masters of the Universe is what they call it. It's not just He-Man, right? Um, and then late 80s was mm. And then late 90s, early 2000s with like Phineas and Ferb, American Dragon, Jake Long, Ben 10, Kim Possible, Fairy Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron.
some of those are familiar, some of those are not. And that's all I'm going to say. Uh Shout out Ron. And you know what, Ron? I'm gonna do this for you still, Nick saying. I'm gonna do this for you. Jim, she's truly outrageous, truly outrageous. Oh, Jim. I know that joint. Yeah. So, but uh what I would say is definitely when it comes to cartoons, for me it depends. Because yes, I do think a lot of the stuff in the 80s was just stuff in the 80s.
Okay.
Um and we know that a lot of the 80s stuff didn't age well.
Yeah.
Um and then there was a point in time like the Ghostbusters had a cartoon,
Yeah.
Kid and
Yeah.
Play had a cartoon,
Yeah.
uh Teen Wolf was a cartoon,
Yeah.
MC Hammer had a cartoon,
Oh my God.
uh Michael Jackson, I mean, not Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan, uh, Wayne Gretzky, and Mike Tyson.
BoJack was it
Bo Jackson. Bo
BoJackson?
Jackson. They had a cartoon. Um,
Oh, Silverhawks,
Silverhawks.
Centurions, Mask, Transformers, GI Joe. Y'all killing it, bro. Animaniacs. Oh my
The
God, that was crazy.
Animaniacs.
Yeah, oh man, Pinky in the Brain. Come on, bro.
What are we doing today? The same thing we do every day.
Try to take
Take
over
over
the
the
world.
world. that that
Chuck,
now
I'll be right back. My puppy just peed on the floor. I'll be right back.
let me okay. So so chat, let me ask you a question. Everybody's throwing out some good stuff. They're throwing out some good stuff. Um Kid and Play, they had a cartoon too. Uh yeah, Chuck Norris definitely had a cartoon. Um Now with I want to ask, was is anybody familiar with Woody Woodpecker? Was Woody Woodpecker a ripoff of Bugs Bunny? What's up, Doc? Ha 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 ha. Am am I tripping, or is there some truth to that? Like, I am definitely a Woody Woodpecker fan. Okay. Okay. I'm just asking because I noticed that, you know, certain things used to get recycled, and it's like, okay, okay. Wow. Adam Ant.
Wow.
Now that is, hey man, that is a okay, okay. Woody Woodpecker. All right. So DSJ says Woody Woodpecker was more of an alternative to Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Okay. But I thought the whole Hanna-Barbera lineup and what they did was to offset, you know,
Disney.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you remember that from LeBron? You know Richie Valens' brother is the dude that created Woody Woodpecker, right? Yeah, I remember that from La Bamba, right?
In real life?
Yes. When you remember his family, Richie brother was actually the artist that created Woody Woodpecker and all the things that went with Woody Woodpecker, right? And they were shaming him because Richie could sing.
Hmm.
Remember the brother? The
Bob.
bro- the brother smell like fish, taste like chicken. Yeah, him. Yeah, they was shaming him because he didn't, because he was a cartoonist and drawn, and nobody really gave credence to a Latin cartoon artist, right? And remember, he walked in. Remember, Richie walked in his room, and he had a picture of Woody Woodpecker on the
Yep.
easel,
Yep.
right? Remember when Richie died? Remember he tore up all that stuff, all them papers and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that was Woody Woodpecker and Buzz Buzzard.
Hmm.
Yeah, and so when Richie asked him, he's like, "Yo, these are dope. What is this?" He was like, "Woody Woodpecker." I still laugh. I still laugh when I see that, yo. Because everybody was so fascinated on Richie Valens, who only had 2 songs. And the dude that created Woody Woodpecker was a side note.
First of all, Deep Polygamy #1. I salute you, sir, because how so who came from was Laurel and Hardy before um oh man, I just forgot their names just that quick.
So it's saying, wait a minute, I might be wrong. So it's saying it's created by Walter Lantz and Ben Hardaway. Wait a minute, something's not right because why would I? Am I don't think I'm
Yeah,
wrong here. I
yeah.
don't know. I don't
He
know.
found he found those drawings of those guys
Okay.
because he was, they were doing because he was doing what, like, sanitation
Yeah.
at the time, and they were throwing all of that. No, no, no. Did he enter an art contest and win all of that stuff, like the easel and all that? Like all of that stuff came from. Oh, he was recreating the drawings. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Here's the thing, man. I thought I thought Richie Valens was a big artist because I didn't know him or know of him before the movie La Bamba, and to have the young Lou Diamond
Yeah, Lou
Phillips
Diamond Phillips. Yeah.
play you, um, because Lou Diamond Phillips was kind of like a big deal at that time, or becoming a
Yeah.
big deal at that time.
Yeah.
Um,
Him and a dude named Kiefer Sutherland were like same age, coming up, same,
yep,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because then they ended up in what, Young Guns together.
And not the Lost Boys, but Stand By Me.
Stand by Me.
Yeah. I think Richie Valens was in Stand By Me. Was he the
No,
dude?
no, 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 no. No, no, he wasn't. That was River Phoenix and
Jason Bateman? I don't know.
no, Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
And um yeah, La Bamba was definitely wasn't his. Like it was a Maharachi joint. So uh but I was unfamiliar with him. And so, when they speak of, like the Buddy Hollies and all the other people that died in that
Damn, Lou Diamond Phillips is 60?
yeah, that's about right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Lou
Yeah, he
Diamond
was it.
Phillips, he did Stand and Deliver. He was great in there.
Yeah.
That's an underrated movie.
Very, very.
To all the vibrant ones out there, if you have not seen it, I suggest that you check it out. Stand and Deliver.
Stand and Deliver. Yeah. It's a dope movie. And it's a dope concept too.
Absolutely. And it's it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
And there's no white savior.
Right, right.
Come in and yes,
Yeah,
Edward
yeah,
James Olmos. Yeah, man, that guy's a very underappreciated actor.
yeah, yeah. Very.
Okay. So we have some people that have seen this joint. They dropping little joints, little sayings from the movie. Yes, definitely. Um, it's on my school movies list. Um, it's probably top. It's in my top three
Okay. Okay.
because I have to go with Lean on Me in that number one spot,
Mm.
and Stand and Delivers right there.
Yeah.
It's right on his heels.
You smoke
It's
crack,
on his
don't
heels.
you? Oh boy! Every time I think about that movie, man, yeah, yeah, yeah. Lean on me is dope.
Yeah, man.
Lean on me is definitely dope. Um, so how did you feel about this movie, The Lost Boys? When you saw it, did it look like a cult classic when you first saw it? Like I saw it in the 80s, right?
Me too.
Me and a whack date, you know what I'm
This is
saying?
how I saw it. This is how I
Yeah,
was
just
watching it.
you know what I'm saying? Watch the Lost Boys and yeah. When I saw it, when I first saw it, I was like, this right here is a classic, right? Just like when I saw La Bamba, I was like, this right here is a classic. I don't know why. Like when I saw Lean on Me, I had no idea what a biopic was, right? And my
Hmm.
son is like, it's not a biopic, it's a biopic. I'm like, son, it's not a it's not a biopic. It's like, he's like, but they put two words together, biography and picture, and it's biopic. No, son, it's not. Get out of here. Yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't know what a biopic was.
Hmm.
Um, because all the movies that I saw about, like you ever saw the movie Great Balls of Fire?
Yes. Oh, that was goofy.
Yeah, yeah. You ever saw this movie, Purple Rain?
Yes.
I don't consider that biopic because
No. Based on
it, Kid and not
yeah,
Prince, even
yeah.
though Kid could be Prince,
Could be.
right? But yeah, yeah,
Or 8 Mile or
yeah,
Get Rich or Die Trying. Like
yeah,
it's not a biopic. It's a loosely based. It could be. It has the familiar symptoms of
yeah.
uh this is an outline of what things could be.
Right.
Because people think 8 Mile is a historical event that happened. This is exactly how Eminem came. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's
No, it's
not.
not.
The guy that Mackay Pfeiffer is supposed to be
Yeah,
portraying, supposed to be, guy looks nothing like
yeah. Yeah. To my future.
that. Yeah, man.
My God, future is Uncle Tom. Oh, wait a minute, what? So
uh,
so so Chuck, let me ask you this. let me ask you this, right? What is the greatest musical biopic that you've ever seen?
The greatest that I've seen.
That you've seen?
This might be very limited, so I don't. This is only what I've seen.
Yeah, yeah,
If I
that
didn't
you've
say
seen.
it, then there's a good chance I didn't see it. So I would the greatest. I don't know. I don't know what is the greatest. I'll tell you what I've seen. I've
Yeah,
seen The
you know the
Doors.
greatest that you've seen.
Nah,
Okay,
man, I can't really because some of these biopics are kind of goofy. Um, like the one with Elton John,
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man, was
Yeah.
was goofy to me.
Okay.
Um, but then there were people that really liked it. I thought it was goofy. I was like, they were going. They should have picked the direction of how they were going to tell the story and told it that way, and not
And told it that way.
right.
Right.
Um, I would say. Uh,
Let me do my
is the
two. Let me
American Dream a
the
biopic?
the American Dream. Who was it about?
The Jackson Five or the Jackson Family?
Oh yeah, yeah, Jackson's The American Dream. Yeah, yeah.
Um, I like both of those movies. DSJ and Alfred. I'm going to say Ray, just just on just on the totality of the movie.
Right,
They picked the right dude to play him. He
right,
transformed into him
right.
so much so that even when the movie was over, he was still him.
Yeah. Did a song with Kanye called what's it?
Gold
Gold
digger.
Digger, where he tried to sound like Ray. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
And
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
like, I'm gonna say Ray. I absolutely love Bohemian Rhapsody, but
Okay.
I'm such a Queen fan. No, because there was
Greatest
another one.
rock
There
group of
was
all time, Queen.
I
Boom, boom,
I
boom,
I I
boom,
I believe I
boom,
believe so. I
mm,
can
mm, mm, mm.
yeah.
Yep.
Um, it's hard to argue that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to argue that, man. When you have probably 10 joints that lives in infamy
Right.
that are so universally recognized, a lot of people don't even know it's them.
Right. Like Chuck, one of these days, the Knicks are going to championship. And
Hmm.
you and I and a bunch of other people in our clan are
Hmm.
gonna be somewhere praying that somebody has enough sense to play "We Are the Champions" when the Knicks win the championship. We're gonna be so drunk and so high. I'm gonna be smoking cigars. I don't mess
Hmm.
with I don't smoke cess. You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke, what I'm saying, marijuana. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't mess with, you know, I don't smoke Goldilocks targets, whatever it is, whatever the name of the reefers is. I don't mess with those. But the cigar's gonna be on deck for sure, and we're gonna
Okay.
be hoping. We're gonna be hoping that what I'm saying. Somebody will play some song like "Nothing Can Stop Us," "I'm All the Way Up" or something, or "We Are the Champions" or something like that for when the Knicks win the championship. But if I may, if I may, just say what my two favorite biopics are. Right, I'm sure somebody out there may disagree. I mean, may agree or disagree, whichever is
Hmm.
what I'm saying. But in my top 3 is a movie called Notorious. Right? That's in my top 3 slept on. The reason being is because the acting wasn't all that great, but in my opinion, the storytelling was excellent. The acting wasn't that great, but the storytelling was excellent. And another in the line of the acting not being all that great, but better in Notorious, but the storytelling was great. Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton. Straight Outta Compton was very good. I just have one pet peeve with that movie. Only one, but yeah, I rock with you. Yeah, that's one of those very good movies about a iconic group
Right.
and the origins of that group.
Right.
Like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but I know I know you can make yourself look uh the way you want to in your movie.
Right.
Kind of like
What you
how
talking about, Ice Cube?
like
You talking about
anybody
Ice Cube making himself
remember
look
in
light skinned?
ATL
Yeah.
Ti
Yeah.
didn't take any real losses in that movie. Like when
Right.
those guys slipped on the water puddle and crashed and burned on the floor, his little pint size behind jumps and glides over them. He doesn't take and he looked like he was perfect throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
Even to the
Yeah.
like, come on, man, you're 5'2". You ran up on a drug dealer and slapped him in the face with some money. Like, come on.
Right.
Come on.
I mean, well, the opposite of that is always taking L's is what's the whoop that trick movie?
Oh, Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow. Like my man, mad, he walk over there and like you and then to see the dude that he like, man, take this piece off. Yeah, that's hilarious, bro. Like we over here, you know what I'm saying?
We trying to do something over here, man. I know we ain't.
Yeah.
We done
Yeah.
had some words and some of them not too friendly. You know, uh, Straight Outta Compton, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre come off like the invincible superheroes, and
How?
Eazy-E was the
How when the club owner was playing them in the beginning, y'all better not play that. The club owner was playing these dudes, bro. He was playing them. And yo, when you saw them with the shiny suits, bro, the club owner was like, y'all better, man, he was
but see, here's the thing. He had to, first of all, we've seen that album cover, number one,
right,
World
right,
Class Wrecking Crew, okay?
right. Yeah.
Where he's posed like that. Like we've seen that. We've seen that. So
Right,
you had to show that.
right. No doubt.
But because I saw an interview with Lonzo when it was, because they showed him in the movie like he was the biggest hater of what they were doing. And he
Right,
was like, how am I a hater when they recorded their first couple of songs or whatever the case in this studio?
right.
Their album release was here.
Yeah,
So if how in the heck in this movie am I hate their music so much? And I
yeah.
said, well, you know what? That is the magic of movies. Like,
It's revisionist history on for everybody because it wasn't just him. They revised some stuff too. He acquiesced to them to today, bro, over the years. You know what I'm saying? He got less steamy, so to speak, but so did they,
right.
right? But you telling me Ice Cube taking that L on the school bus? Remember when he's talking about, you know what I'm saying, talking about them gangbangers and the gangbanger got on the bus?
No, that
Ice
wasn't
Cube took
him.
an L right there.
That wasn't Ice Cube. That was
Huh?
the kids in front of them yelling out the window. What
Oh
up,
yeah.
cuz? What up, cuz?
That's right.
He was just sitting there
That's right.
observing.
Right.
Um, they really didn't. They really didn't show. They showed the little beef. They made it a little lopsided. Like Easy eat it and just lay down.
Nah, he didn't
There
just
was
like
there
that.
was Compton City G's. There was there was other stuff. Like
That
I
was
thought,
all over the radio too, by the way. That
right,
was all over the radio with the curse words in it.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Um, there, what one situation that I thought should have been or could have been addressed. I don't know if it should have been, but it could have been addressed because it was a big thing at that time. When they had their run-ins with Two Live Crew
Yeah, yeah. With Luke specifically. Yeah, yeah,
specifically.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I can't wait for his biopic. I can't wait.
yeah, yeah.
There has to be, and don't wait till he pass away. I need it now because um that
He
that
saved because he saved hip hop.
he saved it.
Yep. And for people that don't, for the people that man, that down south DJ, he ain't saved no, bruh. Yeah. Without Luke, there is no hip hop. Period. You know.
Ball to the ball, the bang, the bang, boogie,
Yeah.
boogie. That's
Yeah.
what we will be doing.
Busy B. Busy B.
Yes.
Yep. Without Luke and his backing, and I'm sure that he has a backstory for your ass. Because I know Luke was making money, but Luke was not making no. I'm getting ready to take this all the way to the Supreme Court money. I'm sure he had investors. Let's just put
Yes.
it that way. You know what I'm saying? Let's just put it that way. That was interested in him winning so that they can continue to make money.
Um, one of these days, man, we're gonna have. I think we need to have the hip hop conversation.
Who
The
is who is more important in hip hop, Jay-Z or Luke?
Luke. It's not
Yep,
even. It's not even close.
not even close.
It's
Not
not
even
not
close.
not even close. Without Luke, there is no Jay Z.
Right, right. It,
Anybody like Jay Z would probably be illegal to listen to.
Jay-Z at the time was skiggity, skiggity,
Yeah.
skiggity, skiggity.
he, he was wearing
Hawaiian shirts.
Hawaiian shirts. No cash, no cars, no jail bars, no pies, no cakes. Just Hawaiian shirts, hanging with little Chase.
Hanging with Lil Chase.
I'm just,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
man. Yeah, man.
I just because he gets such a bad rap as far as all he talked about was just said the most flagrant stuff and sex, 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 and I was like, but what do you think is happening now?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
there's nothing different. There's nothing changed. And I hate when people, man, back in my day, we had, and back in my day, I was like, my man, I be stroking is a song.
Right.
I want to be your candy liquor. Sexual healing.
Yeah.
Like what are we saying? Well,
Right. Right.
people can't talk to. Tonight is the night.
Yeah.
You make
Which
me a
is a
woman.
classic beat, by the way. The beat to the music to that.
Mm.
The music to that is fire, bro.
Boom, boom. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
and you're talking about somebody having a string of mediocre hits and just get one that just, yep,
Bro, I think, hey, we need to have the artist conversation too, because
let's
I
do it.
think
Let's do it. You want to do it right now?
it's multi-layered. We got
We
KMD.
we can start. We
Like,
can start it. We can. Hey,
okay,
today Wednesday. I push KMDs back on Wednesday anyway because like today how we started late conference
right.
calls. Yeah, KMDs always get the nudge on Wednesdays whether we did vibes and stuff or not. You know what I'm saying?
Um, Okay. Okay.
Yeah, man. We can start. We can start with two groups I mentioned earlier: the Honey Drippers and the Meters. Right? You could throw the JBs in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And for those that don't know who the JBs are, the JBs have this song. What's a JB song? Pass the peas, like they used to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Or you could just get straight to the courtroom with Luke. Remember, Luke was being banned in counties all over Florida and the South. You ain't gonna bring them 38 double D girls in here and just be talking about talking about talking about big booty holes hump with it. You ain't just gonna come out and say it. Yeah. Yeah.
Um.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think when it comes to the foundation of rap music and the hip hop culture in general, like Luke's name has to. He's a pillar in that foundation.
Right.
And to be honest, probably the biggest, more important than rappers delight,
Okay.
going, being that runaway smash hip hop hit. Like I think
Right.
he's more important to the culture than that record, because people will say
What?
that right there. Um, uh, Hip hop culture has always been around.
Yeah.
Elements of hip hop has always been around.
Because hip hop is not music, bro. I keep telling people.
No,
Yeah, people keep telling me that they're like, yeah, man, I listen to hip hop. Yo, hip hop is not music, bro. Hip hop is our culture.
it's the culture. Yes.
Yeah. And the music that come off of hip hop is the soundtrack of our lives. That's why people get into it. That's why people love to listen to Tupac. Because even though Tupac, a lot of that stuff was fairy tale, a lot of Tupac is fairy tale, yo. Tupac took fairy tale from the booth out into the streets. A lot of Tupac was fairy tale. And I know Tupac lovers hate to hear me say that, right? Man, Tupac was a thug. Thug life, baby. I'm hopeless. Open up, endo, trying to keep my focus. Yeah, a lot of that is, yeah. A lot of that is fairy tale. Tupac was a great actor.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
A thug that went to performing arts high school. Yeah. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And not saying that you can't have a certain mindset and perform in a different world. No pun intended. Tupac and his a different world thing, right? But a lot of that, you can tell is fantasy. A lot of it. And I think that's the reason why a lot of Tupac stuff don't um resonate today like it did in the 90s. Like Chuck, did you see the Tupac movie, the Tupac biopic?
Um that was horrible.
Right, because there were too many facts that don't jive. Right, too many stories that even upon collaboration, it's just not true. Not I ain't gonna say not true, but too many holes in the stories.
Right.
Right. too many holes in the story. Too many things going on with Tupac, man. And so while I don't want to bash that man. I don't want to bash him because, for one, I think he is an excellent rapper, and a lot of people disagree because they discount and miscount things like poetry and cadence. Like if your rapper, like if your favorite rapper raps at a certain cadence, and other rappers don't rhyme at that same cadence, people think the other rapper is whack just because he's different. And I disagree.
Here's what I'll say. Okay, yeah, I don't want to get into like, for some reason when you mention Biggie and Pac, or you mention Pac, Biggie name comes up. When you mention Biggie, Pac name comes up. Um, and I can already listen, man. Both of those guys were entertainers. Most of the stuff that neither one of them did those things 100%. Because guess what? Fulton and St. James is right around the corner from Sumner Avenue, which is now Marcus Garvey Boulevard. It's been Marcus Garvey Boulevard for about 20 plus years.
Okay.
30 years.
Okay.
About 30 something years. But Sumner Avenue. And I meant to say it that way so the people from Bed-Stuy know what the F I'm talking about. Like I go way back.
Right.
You knew who sold were the drug dealers at the time. And what happens is a lot of guys who did sell drugs were really corner boys with aspirations to be the Scarface type dude. Most of these guys were not that. You know how I know this? Because the guy with the Scarface money doesn't sign with a label, aka Big Meech. Big Meech was his own label because he had his own money, put up his own billboards, had his artists in Jeezy and Blue Da Vinci and so forth and so on.
Right.
So when these guys talk about their coattails, none of their names rang bells in Brooklyn.
Right. Now,
So
but my thing with Biggie is not that I ever expected him to be that. Right. I never expect him to be that. Now, what I did expect him to be is talented on every track. Benny. Can't even get this thing out. Benny loved Biggie so much. Every time I try to say something about Biggie, man, he started barking. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I will say is this: a story that I think is true, that I heard somebody say on a radio interview. Right? I heard that the story goes. One of the Bad Boy producers was like, "Yo, Big, I want you to listen to this beat." He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna go to the club." He's like, "Nah, man, just listen to the beat before you go." Big was like, "Nah, man, I'm straight." Big leaves, goes to the club. Bad Boy plays the beat all night, right? Big until Big comes back. They like, "Big, yo, listen to the beat." Big's like, "Man, I'm tired." And he gets on the couch and goes to sleep, right? After the club, y'all know how it go. Right? He goes to sleep, right? On the chair, right? And so the third time the dude was like, "Yo, man, if Big don't listen to this beat and just at least hear it, I'm going to the house, bro. We ain't gonna track this one." Right? And so what it is they wake Big up and this beat for a track called Warning is playing, right? A track called Warning. He like, yo, Big, yo, we could just listen to it. He like, yo, what the fuck? What's going on? What's going on, man? I'm tired, man. I'm trying to get me some. They're like, just listen to the beat. Big was like, yo, okay, I'll listen to the beat. Let me go wash my face and go burn one, man. I'll be right back. Big goes into the bathroom, washes his face. On the way out of the bathroom, a dude passes him, you know what I'm saying, pass him a blunt or whatever. Big hits the blunt, goes into the booth. And he's like, yo, what am I supposed to do with this? He was like, yo, just listen to it. He was like, Big was like, yo, I'm ready. They're like, what? You ready? What the hell you mean you ready? You're like, you just heard the beat. He's Big like, so what, yo? I'm ready. I'm ready. Hit the button. And so they start the beat over from scratch. And Big does this thing. Who the F is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning. Wipe the coal out my eye. See who's this paging me and why, right? And he goes on to do the whole thing off the top of his head, one take, off the top of his head. First time he ever heard the beat, right? First time he ever heard the beat. No pen, no pad, right? No recorder, no notebooks, no nothing. I know, Benny, I'm getting to that part, right? He does the whole thing, one take after hearing Warning play through one time, right?
Right.
He hit a beat. He like, oh, okay. And he does Warning, one take, right? He finishes the song. He finishes his joint, right? Goes back on the chair and goes to sleep. And everybody from Bad Boy, that's it. I know, Benny, I'm getting to it. Right? Everybody is like, when Big get on the chair and go back to sleep, right? Everybody from Bad Boy is like, yo, did y'all just see that? They're like, what the hell was that? He's like, yo, I told you this dude is the greatest rapper of all time. I told you. This is one of his homeboys. Like, I told you this dude is a genius, bro. Right? So they Big wake up the next day. They like, yo, you want to do your verse? You want to do your verse? He like, nah, man. Whatever we did, let's just keep it. They play it for Puffy, right? Who wasn't there. They like, Puffy damn near fainted that this dude did all this stuff in one take. One take after hearing 30 seconds of the beat. He like, no, I got it from here. They wake him up out of a sleep. The dude was drunk and hungover and high. Gets in the booth and says, as soon as the beat starts, he like, who the F is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawning. Now I'm yawning. Wipe the coal out my eye. See who's this paging me and why. And the dude goes on like that throughout the whole song. Walks out the booth, gets back on the chair, smokes, goes back to sleep, and everybody in the studio is like,
yeah.
Now, mind you, big haters will say that this dude is not the most talented rapper that they've ever seen in their life, right? They want to throw in names like Coogee Rap, Nas, Jay-Z, Ice Cube, Slick Rick, KRS, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, all these names, right? And I don't blame them, right? In my opinion, I think the greatest thing that God ever gave to earth is twofold, right? Or threefold. And they all came together, right? It is the combination of Nas, a notebook, and a pen. I think that's one of the greatest things that God ever gave to earth, right? Right? Nas came up with stuff like, I snuck a Uzi on the island in my army jacket lining, right? And for those that don't know what the island is, he's talking about Rikers, right? He's talking about Rikers. I snuck the Uzi on the island in my army jacket lining. So not only is he poetic with what he's saying, he giving you that hero bravado rap at the same time, right? But with Biggie, one of the greatest things that God blessed the hip hop culture with is Christopher Wallace, right? My man said, N words is mad. I get more butts than ashtrays. F the fast one. I get mine the fast way. Ski mask way. N word. Ransom notes. Far from handsome, but damn N word tote. More guns than roses. Shows us to invisible bully like the gooch. Say vamoose, you whack to me. Take them rhymes back to the factory. I see the gimmicks, the whack lyrics. This is depressing, pathetic. Please forget it. You're mad because my style you're admiring. Don't be mad. UPS is hiring. And fun fact, at the time of that song, UPS was hiring. So it's like when people say that Big did this, Big did that, Big wasn't this, Big wasn't that, and I ain't saying that in no disrespectful way. What I'm saying is to the art, to the culture, I don't care about none of that stuff he did because he provided something to the culture that outweighed the stuff that wasn't true, in my opinion. And the same thing with Tupac. Tupac said in a joint, Tupac said a lot of stuff like F the bitch and then click you claim, something. And I don't care nothing about that because that was low level rap lyrics over a dope beat. And everybody did it. Everybody who wanted to smash did that at the time. Like they didn't go all cannabis trying to molest the beat, like the beat be dope, and you try to be so superior that the song is whack, right? Because MC Rod Bass and DJ Easy Rock to me did perfection with a song called "It Takes Two," right? People like, man, Rod Bass lyrics is so simple, but the beat was so dope. Why would you try to mess up the beat with some type of complicated rhyme scheme? Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. To me, perfection is if you complicate it lyrically, have a simple beat so we can follow, right? Like for instance, My Melody by Rakim, and I'm gonna get back to Biggie, right? But My Melody by Rakim is this. My Melody, right? Simple. But Rakim said, I take 7 MCs, put them in a line, and 7 other brothers that they can rhyme, and it'll take 7 more before I go for mine. That's 21 MCs ate up at the same time. Easy does it, do it easy. That's what I'm. So Rakim took a simple beat that was catchy and put complicated rhymes on it, right? And Rod Bass took a dope beat and put simple rhymes on it. And the marriage came together. Now what Biggie did and what Diddy did or Puffy did, and which was pure genius. Puffy took songs that were already smashes, not good songs, not hidden samples. He didn't take the Large Professor route with Biggie. He took joints that was already media darlings with Kiss FM and WBLS, like Juicy Fruit by Entombed, right? Take that, which was a smash on its own, right? And then let Biggie rap on it and let Biggie just do his thing. Like the El DeBarge, One More Chance. Classic.
Baby, don't.
Yeah.
Had no clue until years later. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, take to the El DeBarge, bro. That's classic. We was already rocking. I had the El DeBarge record in my house and didn't even remember that One More Chance was that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, right. The Angela Winbush You're gonna take Angela Winbush? Oh my, look. Puffy, you get I'm not a huge Sean Combs fan, right? For a number of reasons, right? But in terms of taking a proven formula, and the proven formula is not created by Bad Boy, but taken to another level by Bad Boy. So much so that Fat Joe tried to do it too. Fat Joe, Big Pun, all of them took the same formula. You take a classic hit like Good Times and just let people rap on it. Good Times was a smash in 78, 79. 79, 80. It was a mega smash by the Sugar Hill Gang. You know what I'm saying? People forget that Good Times was a disco smash. Bro, you couldn't go nowhere without hearing Good Times, right? But a year later, and the chicken tastes like wood. You know what I'm saying? Or, and what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. Me, the groove, and my squad are going to try to move your feet. I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, yo, what? The Sugar Hill Gang just took a mega smash and turned it into a cultural icon. I did some, and Chuck, I ain't gonna lie to you. So in my master's degree work, right? They asked me like, you know,
Right.
what did you like take a cultural icon that somebody enhanced, right? And people were talking about like steroids, like how, you know, it's one thing is correct. I think somebody did one on Botox, how Botox was a migraine medicine, and somebody enhanced it into a superficial thing where people get it all in their face now, like the Botox injections and stuff.
Right.
Like it started out as one thing and it wound up being better as something else.
Right.
And so I took Andy Warhol took pictures of the Campbell's soup cans, and turned it into an art collection, right?
Right.
You remember the Campbell soup cans was one thing to their own, right?
Right.
Andy Warhol took pictures of those soup cans and turned it into a modern work of art.
Absolutely.
And Sugar Hill Gang did the same thing to the Chic song. And so what I'm getting at by babbling on and on and on, like Erykah Badu, oh, on and on and on and on, right? As cats like the Notorious B.I.G. Biggie took the small things that they had, which was neighborhood experiences where they were vicariously through somebody else or hopped up in their imagination, took that and turned it into works of art. So I don't blame Biggie for wherever he came from and whatever he ended at. I don't begrudge him any of that stuff. What I do is celebrate the fact that somebody woke him up off a couch and say, "Hey man, listen to the beat, man, before I get out of here. You're making me mad, Joe. I've been in here 27 straight hours and you won't even listen to the beat. You just blowing me off like I'm a nobody." And he's like, "Oh, all right, okay." And he go in the booth and say, "Who the F is this paging me at 5:46 in the morning? Crack of dawning. Now I'm yawning. Wipe the coal out my eye. See who's just paging me and why." And when you the producer, you like, yo, this 40 hours straight of aggravation was absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. I've been aggravated for a day and a half because this dude is blowing me off. He won't even listen to my beat. But the finished product was so worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like Teddy Riley and Michael Jackson. It's like Teddy Riley and Michael Jackson. Teddy Riley was so frustrated with Michael Jackson that they had a song, Joy. Teddy Riley wrote a song called Joy for Michael Jackson. And he had this group called. He had a group come in and sing it for Mike. Like, Mike, this is right in your alley. It's just like Human Nature, except the hood version. And Mike was like, he heard Mike listen to it 3 straight times. And it was like, I don't like it. It's trash. And he was like, what? You don't, Mike, you don't like this? You said this is trash? You're like, yeah, I don't like it. It's trash. Mike said, do me a favor. Not only do you throw it in the trash, but set that trash can on fire. Take the ashes and send them to Pluto on a one-way trip. Right? Tank was like, okay, you don't like it. We don't have to do it. But I'm going to save it and have somebody else do it. It's like, I don't care what you do with it. I ain't doing that shit. And another group did it. And it wound up being smash.
Sometimes your ears don't pick it up, man. It be like that sometimes. Like, plenty of rappers have said they had certain beats for a long time, and they didn't even like one of the most, well, not most infamous, but one of the beats that I'm speak of is like the A Milli beat. A bunch of rappers is like, yo, I had that beat for 2 months, 6 months, whatever. And I was like, yeah, but y'all didn't think to do what Wayne did to it. Yeah, man. I thought it was like, damn, if I would have heard that, I would have done this. No, it don't be like that all the time.
No, it don't be like that all the time.
You know what I'm saying? You just don't hear that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. So that's why when because I don't discount what you say, bro. Like for me, when I hear you speak, your word is bond, right? Like when you say something, I don't fact check shit. I'm like, Chuck said it, we rocking, right? So like when you say the stuff about the Brooklyn community and all that stuff and the way things went down and all that stuff, I don't doubt none of that, right? But what I will say, what my additive to it is, yeah, I was born in hip hop, right? I was born before we called it hip hop, right? And I remember DJ Hollywoods and Chuck Chillouts and dudes like that, you know what I'm saying, that were instrumental to the hip hop culture. I remember hip hop, the hip to the hip hop, you don't stop the rock. I remember that, right? I remember all of that. And I remember Casanova Fly, right? I remember hearing him and thinking to myself when I first heard him, he's special. He's different. He is not hip hop. The dude wrote and he admitted himself, like he wrote lyrics as if he were Barry Manilow or Kurt Bacharach. And right, and for people that don't know who those people are, you should be ashamed of yourself for one, right? But Casanova Fly wrote as if he wanted to be remembered, right?
Right.
And a lot of people that wrote back during that time, they wrote as if they just wanted to be dope in the moment. Thank you. They wrote as if they just wanted to be dope in real time. And there's no crime in that, right? But right. Casanova Fly wrote as if he wanted to be transcendent. And it's a shame that people listen to him now and they're like, ah, man, them old cats, they whack. Nah, bro, the dude, bro, give him his due.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I I I, I just want to ask a question. I know it kind of doesn't line up with what where you going, but why is it anytime you mention Biggie or Pop, the other gets mentioned, and then there's an argument about who's the better rapper ensues after that.
Right.
Because I'm looking at the
Right.
chat and I'm like, what? Wait a minute, where we going here?
Right. Right.
Here's the thing, man. When it comes to music, it's subjective. When it comes to the arts, it's subjective. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Um, when we mentioned these brothers, it was not to draw any direct or indirect comparisons. Um, I can tell you that 90% of the rap that is being put out there, uh, these dudes weren't doing any of that stuff, and now you have a generation of kids who believed in these tooth fairy, Easter bunny ass dudes,
Right.
and now they're out doing these things and getting caught up
Right.
and being sent to prison or being killed themselves.
Right.
Um, and that's the dangerous part of the music that I don't like, because it's not seen as just entertainment, because every other word is I'm real, this is my life, I live this stuff. And it's like, no, you don't.
Right.
And even if you do, you better never ever say anybody snitching on you, because you just told on yourself. I've never
Right.
seen so many people do stuff and then rap about it.
Right.
Like, word, you're really gonna confess to a murder over an instrumental, and
Right.
then wonder how the cops got you. Go on these interviews, talk about people snitching. Nah, shut up. I know that having an element of truth adds to the excitement.
Right.
uh name one of your favorite uh action movies real quick.
Mm, mm. Oh, Mission Impossible.
But what if it was real? What if there's really a dude named Ethan Hunt rolling around ripping off faces
Saving the world, like
and
saving the
saving the
world every
world?
day. Yeah.
Like, what if there really was a dude like that? What if this is
What
a true story?
What if he failed? That's what I'm saying.
It's entertainment, man. That's the main point that I was trying to make, was that, yo, if it was real, we would be like, yo, this guy's the greatest ever. But the fact that we know Ethan Hunt is a character,
Right.
we can still enjoy it as for what it is, right?
Right. Right.
Why can't rap music be the same way? Like, no one is saying to uh Sylvester Stallone, man, you can't do that. You ain't never been in no war for real.
Right. Right.
Like, but it's a movie. Like, he was really good. No,
Right.
no, no, no. The cops don't really do that, but it's a movie. It's a movie. It's supposed to be this way. Like, I complain. I used to complain about guys with 6 shooters letting off 40 shots. Like, come on, man, he ain't reload not one time. That's
Right.
not even real.
Right.
And what happens in that is you try to make everything seem as real as possible. Like, this actually could happen, and then people can't distinguish the difference, in my opinion, right?
Right.
Like you sometimes you got to have the goofy stuff in there so that people understand. Like, yo, this is just a movie. 2001, 2001, 2002. Uh, whenever Get Rich or Die Trying was out,
Okay.
that summer, my family and I, uh, we went to Disney World.
Okay.
We usually take these family trips, and these family trips are uh, at this point they were running thin because we kept going to Disney World, and I was like,
Right.
yo, I don't want to do this no more.
Right.
Uh, and this is my equivalent to your shirtless summer. This was Chuck's wife beater summer. Had the arms out, chest poking,
Right. Right.
little herringbone chain on, and some dickies all
Right.
summer.
Right.
I set the story up like that because we we run into Buster Rhymes, Lloyd Banks, right? Oh, great day, blase blah. Um, we're at Universal Studios now, right?
Right.
Universal Studios, anybody who's been there, they're all simulated rides. There's street performances, things like that, right?
Right.
So we're in front of the fountain and we see these people, they're all dressed in all black, black leather coats, black leather, black shirts with the shades, and then you had the black dude with the bald head, and immediately we're like, yo, we're gonna take a picture. This gotta be the Matrix. And I was like, wait a minute, is
Right.
the Matrix a Disney movie?
Hmm.
These people were not a part of the attraction at all,
Right.
but they were around there talking that Matrix nonsense. And when I say nonsense, I'm like, yo, bro, wait a minute. Wait,
Wait a
wait a
minute.
minute. Wait a minute. Y'all think y'all in the Matrix? W- I know I know that movie has been broken down and there's so many metaphors and people have all this esoteric stuff to say about that movie, that
Right.
particular movie. Bro, it's 85 degrees in Orlando, Florida. And I know you're saying, Chuck, 85 degrees ain't that hot. It just rained
Oh yeah. So it's super
for
muggy.
10 minutes
Yeah.
and then the sun came out.
Yeah.
Like we had on ponchos that are like saran wrap thin.
Right.
Had to take them off. Too hot. They have on Le- uh,
Right.
leather. I said all that to say some people get caught up in the entertainment
Right.
of something that they try to then live it. And it's like,
Right.
come on, man. Like, what do we like? You look crazy out here in these streets.
Right.
Like people are legit lining up to take pictures with you guys because they think why are you at Universal Studios dressed like this?
Right.
Are
Right.
you not a part of the street performance? Are you not? Like what's going on? No, just regular people who were fans of the movie The Matrix. So I said all of that to say y'all get so caught up in this. Both of those guys were good artists. They were very good artists, very different artists.
Right.
Um, the same way you can't compare a Michelangelo to a Mozart. B-
Right.
both beautiful pieces of art,
Right.
but but drastically different. One's music, one's musical genius, one's uh artistic or illustrational genius.
Right,
Like
right.
you can't and you shouldn't compare the two. And
Right.
that's how I feel about those guys. Had not things turned out the way they did, I don't believe we would necessarily be speaking of these gentlemen the way they're being spoken of. I think they would still be remembered,
All right.
but I don't think it's almost like maybe the point you were trying to make about Richie Valens. He only had 2 songs.
And neither were really that good. Neither
Right.
were really that good. When you listen to them right now, these are not iconic songs.
No.
The reason why La Bamba actually tugged at our hearts is because a dude so young died so young.
Right.
That's it. That's it. A dude so talented died so young. Right. It's the reason why we like the Notorious biopic. Right. It's the reason why we like the Straight Outta Compton biopic. Right. A dude so young and talented died so young. Right. That's it. Great Balls of Fire. That's it. That's it. You know. I mean, and Chuck and I want to take carte blanche in reordering my top three
Okay.
because I think it should be The Temptations, Ray, and Straight Outta Compton. I think the Temptations movie is so classic that the part with David Ruffin just jump in and shout out to Tony Ruffin. Shout out to my brother, my brother in Philadelphia, Tony. David Ruffin is his uncle or was his uncle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the picture in my phone. I ever sent you the picture of David Ruffin and the dude that was supposedly his dealer dude. I got a picture of them in my phone.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If I ever come across it, I'll send it to you, make you laugh. You're like, look at them glasses. And he got on some pants, bro. They so high water. You like, David Ruffin, pull your shoes up. Good Lord, man. You done put, God. you got on 8th grader pants, bro. You 6'5", you got on 8th grader pants?
Nah, David was wearing capris.
Yeah. He didn't know. He didn't know his ankles was freezing because his nose was froze. He didn't know.
To the gentleman in the chat, since I mean, this was very quick. Chuck has these random thoughts. Can men wear capris, or do men wear capris?
Yes, and your favorite basketball team are named after them. Think about that.
Are those really capris, or are those
Yes.
just long shorts?
No, Chuck. No, they capris, bro. Knickerbockers are capri pants, bro. Yes. Yep. Y'all saying no. But Knicks is short for Knickerbockers.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. We need to change the name of our basketball team to the New York Baggy Pants, because Knickerbockers ain't really cutting it no more. So, but yeah, man. Hey man, so Chuck, I got off on a tangent, but I wanted to get to your point though about my man saving hip hop and saving freedom of speech.
At the
Like
same
like
time,
like
yeah.
like because rap music wasn't just on trial. Two Live Crew wasn't just on trial. Freedom of speech was on trial, right? That's one of them things that we have to look at closely, like what was really going on here, right? Because the thing about it is on the far other in the far opposite spectrum, death metal and slash metal, these dudes was saying whatever the hell they wanted to say,
Right.
right? They was coming to your town sniffing ants. Like they would go get ants out of the dirt and sniff them live on stage, bite the heads off chicken, saying things like there is no God, I'm your master. You know what I'm saying? They would say things on record that if you played the record backwards, it would be like Satan is king, Satan is king, stuff like that. People forget about that stuff. Meanwhile, the rappers are saying big booty holes, hump with it. And they're like, no, you can't say that.
I I think they were against that too, because I remember that whole spinning rock records back and it being a thing on the news and you know
But
a
Chuck, who
hit
went to court?
story on current affairs and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like that. What is happening with today's youth
yeah.
and this rock music? And
Right,
if it weren't for because they were trying to get that stuff banned too, right? Um, rock and roll got a bad rap. Rock and roll had the same rap as hip hop,
okay.
where the older people didn't care for it. The envelope was pushed.
Too far.
Um, and a lot of the conservative minds was like, "Oh no, this is no, this is gutter. This is
Yeah,
this is sewage. We don't need this." So I feel like Luke and his stands not only for hip hop, like that trickled down to rock and roll too, because they were trying like certain stuff. The more you say it's dangerous, the more people are going to want to take part in it.
right.
Like,
For
like I
thrills.
remember when the first K2 death happened. Someone bought some K2, smoked it, died.
Wow.
Why are there still more K2 deaths? Like, how are there more K2 deaths? Like, y'all know you smoke it, you die. Why are you still? Because it's illegal, it's bad, or there's an element of danger to it. So we're going to gravitate towards it.
Right.
And I feel like that's what they did with uh I understand what you're saying, and I'm not saying that didn't occur and that wasn't a part of
Right.
taking a stand, but
Right.
when it's not always as simple as black and white. That's, if I want to say that, if I'm saying that correctly, because I feel you though, I feel you that the rock acts were doing whatever they wanted to do, saying whatever they wanted to say,
Right.
and their words are never used in the same context or in the same way as rap.
Right.
They're not held to the same standard, which is crazy to me that people that hold no political office, people that are not a part of the clergy or the cloth, people that have not sworn any type of oath to uphold or whatever. All they do is entertain for a living. And you hold their words, you hold them to the letter of every word they ever said,
Right.
but your elected officials, you don't.
Right.
They get a pass. Oh, this rapper said gun. How Chris Rock said it, he
Right.
said gun, and he rhymed
Right.
it with fun. So now we got to come after these guys, uh, j- just because. Not that they're doing anything. Uh, there's a part of this conversation I want to have, but it might be too heavy early in the morning.
Amen.
Nah,
Amen.
man. I just because
I'm not a big fan of comedy, bro. I'm just not. I think the comedy thing, the satire of it, I'm just not a fan of that shit no more. I think comedians are I don't want to say the P word here, but yeah.
uh,
Yeah,
um,
I think a lot of them. And I'm starting with like cats like Dave Chappelle, bro. Just being bold and then hiding. Like I saw the Dave Chappelle David Letterman interview. Like Dave Chappelle just want to say stuff, and Dave was like, "Well, what's your stance on it, though?" He was like, "I don't have a stance. I'm just introducing it to the conversation." What? You don't have a stance. You don't have a way to fix it, but you just introducing it to the conversation for laughs.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I'm just not like. So for instance, Chuck. For instance, right? Say a comedian is like, "Yo, I don't know why people with disabilities get to park up front." You know what I'm saying? You like what? And then you like, well, why would you say that? And you're like, I don't know. I just saw them parking up front. Really? That's what you bring it to the table. That you gotta laugh. The crowd was like, ah, okay, okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? I just like some people are naturally funny, right? Like some people are naturally funny, right? But then some, I give you an example. I went to me and Mo went to see Ari Spears, right? Ari Spears is hilarious in person and wherever you see him at, right? Ari Spears is Ari Spears like do these impressions, like he'll do the Jay-Z or do anybody, you know what I'm saying? He hilarious. But what Ari Spears don't do is talk about like stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Dave Chappelle talked about the Kobe Bryant rape case. Why? And then like, well, what's your stance? I don't know. I just want to talk about it. I'm just that type of stuff. I'm over that type of stuff, right? Like Richard Pryor in jail, talk about he had crabs, and his homeboy gave him cologne to get the crabs off, and it was burning his nuts so bad he had to stick his nuts in the toilet. See, to me that's funny, right? But dudes just, I just think some dudes are just unfunny. Some dudes just want to say mean stuff because they're not funny. So saying something mean make people uncomfortable. Like people just take the Andrew Dice Clay thing or the George Carlin type thing and just go with it and think it's like, this is hilarious. No, it ain't not really. It make people feel uncomfortable, but the shit ain't funny. People laugh because of the discomfort, but it ain't funny. You know what I'm saying? People are like, yeah. Yeah, yeah, man. I don't, I don't get it. And maybe I'm sensitive, but that's who I am. I ain't gonna change because a comedian feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying?
um,
Is there I think Kevin Hart is funny. When Kevin Hart talk about his family, like he talking about his uncle showed up to his mom's funeral, talking about somebody showed up to the funeral, like somebody owed him $43. Like, who do I reconcile this with? To me, that's funny, right? But just saying mean stuff is not funny, in my opinion. You know, you just up there just saying mean because you saying mean stuff because you got a mic and can't nobody touch you. Yeah, I think that's whack, bro.
okay.
Think about that. You got a microphone and you can just say whatever you want to say. You can be as mean as you want. You just say whatever you want to say, and can't nobody touch you. So that gives you this false freedom to say whatever it is that you want to say. I just think that's corny, yo.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I think
I can imagine Dave Chappelle saying something. Me and Mo sitting in the first row of a Dave Chappelle concert, and Dave Chappelle like, look at that big dude right there walking with the limp. Get him off me! Help! Help! That's it. That's what I can imagine Dave Chappelle doing. Help me! Yeah. Dave
okay.
Chappelle.
So
You just can't say that to
so
everybody.
Yo,
Yeah.
Bodega Wi-Fi, you're a nut.
Yeah,
Okay.
Reggie. Yeah, Reggie from the Nutty Professor. That mess ain't funny. You know.
I don't know, man.
You think
Um,
am I taking stuff too far?
I, no, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I respect the opinion. Um, I agree to a certain extent when you're just uh being malicious. Um, yeah, you're a bully with a mic. Um, who hide behind the guise of the craft comedian, joke
Right.
teller.
Right.
Um, I think you should be able to say whatever.
Right.
But guess what? You have to deal with the
Me too.
consequences of that too. Because
Yeah.
people keep saying or mentioning freedom of speech. Like you still have the freedom to say what you want. It's just that people don't want to deal with the consequences of, you know, the statements that they make or the
Yeah.
jokes that they make. Like, hey man, you wanted to go this route and you decided to say this, you got to stand on it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you got to stand on it. If you
Yeah.
don't, then I I have a problem. Then maybe these aren't things you should be saying, right? Um, there are different forms of comedy, stand up comedy, and some of them will float your boat, and some of them won't. You know, there were tons of people that didn't like Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
They thought he was too wild, too crazy, too controversial. Um, I thought he was hilarious.
Right. Right.
Um, but I also thought, Rodney Dangerfield was hilarious too.
Yeah.
Two different styles of comedy, two different
Yeah.
approaches to comedy.
Right.
Bill Cosby. I think his storytelling is unparalleled.
Right. Right.
He might be the the greatest storyteller of all time.
Right. Yeah. Might be. Might be.
He might be. So and his comedy is totally different. And then there, because there are people that only like the type of comedy that he does. Then there's those who like the more edgy or raunchy um comedians like I don't know, Patrice
Red
O'Neill
Fox. A Red
or
Fox.
Red Fox. Red Fox. Um, there were people that didn't think Paul Mooney was funny. They thought Paul Mooney, white people, people didn't like it.
Yeah. Paul Mooney is funny, but he is also in that thing where he got hidden issues, and he just want to say stuff to make you feel uncomfortable because he was uncomfortable. You could look at Paul Mooney and tell he uncomfortable with something. You know what I'm
Yes, Paul Mooney lived in a closet and
saying?
refused to be himself. I don't
Yeah.
care. I
Yeah.
don't care what y'all you say. Like, and here's the thing: no one like black people don't be caring like that.
Right.
Not like why? Because we have a cousin, a person that grew up in the neighborhood.
Right.
Ever since a child, everybody's like,
Right.
man, he got a little sugar in his tank.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we ain't dislike him. We ain't tell him he
Right.
couldn't come around and play no
Or
more.
disown them.
No, he part of the
If
crew.
anything, there was an asset.
Right. Like, oh
If
man, that's Sweet Cheeks, man. Sweet Cheeks. Like even the adults would end up calling them by that nickname. Even
yeah,
his own parents might end up calling him by that
something
nickname.
like Pumpkin,
Punk.
like a man named Pumpkin. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to my Uncle Pumpkin, because my Uncle Pumpkin was a man's man,
Right.
like Macho Man. But then again, at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You had a boy cousin named Plum, right? Hey, go down to Plum house. Plum done fix some potato salad. Like, why they call him Uncle Plum? I get. Oh, now I get it.
Right.
Because he's sweet.
Right.
Now I get it. Okay, I got you. All right. You know
And,
what I'm saying?
and so yeah, like I think um he would have been embraced because he had the same mannerisms as Rudy Ray Moore. Most of you or some of you may know him as Dolomite.
Right.
Like he used to have them same, and I was like, wait a minute,
Wait a minute.
don't say that about Dolomite. Dolomite ain't no fruit. Mm, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
And man, to be
And,
honest
and,
with
that,
you,
and that wouldn't
I
have
don't even
bothered.
care.
It wouldn't have bothered me.
Right. I don't even care. You got to pick your battles at some point. Like with me, honestly, and I say this and I'm being as honest as I can possibly be. I don't care about your age, your race, your sexual preference, your financial background, your religious background. I like to surround myself with cool people,
Right.
right? Long as you ain't trying to push, long as you don't try to push the whatever agenda, down my throat, so to speak. Like if you atheist, don't tell me you atheist every time you see me because you know I'm not. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? That frustrates me. That is less about you being atheist and more about you being a jerk. You know what I'm saying? That so if whatever your sexual preference is, I don't care. I don't care. But don't be like me and Chuck and this person are standing at the bus stop, and this person is like, "Hey Chuck, look at that dude over there." Every time somebody would, we're like, "Yo, didn't we tell your ass? Didn't we tell you to stop? We ain't that. You gonna walk? You gonna You gonna walk? You going by yourself? You know what I'm saying?"
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Because stuff like that just make you feel uncomfortable. Like when people go out the way to push a certain thing. You know,
Savage NYC says social media platforms will shut you down if they don't like what you're saying. That ain't free. Well, it's their site. It's just like if you come in my house and you're a smoker and you light a cigarette and I tell you you can't smoke in here. It's my house. I don't
right,
care that you smoke. You ain't gonna do it in my house.
right,
You wanna go outside? You wanna stand in the yard? Sure, go ahead.
okay,
But this is my house. You can't do that.
right,
So yeah, social media sites have the right to absolutely do that. They don't have to
right,
allow you to do whatever you want. I used to have a saying when I used to invite people over to my house because I don't invite people over anymore. When they come in, hey man, make yourself as comfortable as that couch makes you feel.
hmm,
However at home that couch makes you feel, then that's how you feel.
hmm. Interesting.
It- does this make you comfortable? Like, yo, I want you to be comfortable, but also recognize like this is my house.
Right,
Like you can't come Rick James me and put your dirty boots up on my sofa
and F
and
your
let me stretch
couch.
out.
F your couch, Chucky. F your couch.
Like,
You
come
know?
on, man. No,
And
you can't
you
do
see
that.
how Rick James got his ass bust.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Um, because someone kicks you out of something didn't mean you don't have you didn't get the right to say it or your rights are being infringed upon. Like there's for every action there's an opposite reaction.
Right,
So if you walked in your boss's office today and be like, yo, SMD, and the boss says you're fired, it's not, oh, it ain't free here. Because you damn right. It's business. You can't tell your boss
right,
the SMD and expect nothing to happen.
right,
Anytime, like right now, I could say a couple of magic words, and then I'm more than certain that the stream will come to a halt.
right.
Right? Is that curbing my speech, or is that saying, yo, man, you ain't gonna say certain stuff on my platform, and that's just that's how it goes.
Right.
Now, I do think that people um will become like this whole self-policing thing has been going on for a while.
Okay.
And I think there should be some self-policing as far as accountability. You know what I mean? Because I think we've gotten to a place where um anything goes and anything
Yes.
shouldn't go. It's okay to have
Anything shouldn't go.
no, no, man. You should have a standards. You should have um a moral compass, man. And I don't think that everyone is equipped with that.
So Chuck, let me ask you this then. So you're a big guy, right? You got muscles and stuff. You look like, you look like, you can throw around some stuff in the weight room, right?
Used to.
whatever. I ain't getting rid of it. Humble pie ain't gonna get it right now, right? Humble pie ain't gonna cut it right now. But say you go somewhere and somebody jump on you and be like, not jump on you physically, but just start yapping. I ain't never like you, Chuck. You know what I'm saying? You coming in here throwing your $20 bills around like they manhole covers and throwing your money around and pulling all the girls and be smoking up all the best smelling weed and be dressed real nice. You know what I'm saying? And people always like you. I don't like that, Chuck. And they just keep badgering you like Chuck this, Chuck that, Chuck that. At some point, Chuck is gonna be like, yo, hey man, you say one more thing, I'm gonna slap you in your mouth.
Damn right.
Come on, Chuck. Yo, slapper must be broke. What you waiting on? I ain't like you in there. You throw around these $50 bills and got all these women looking at you, and you always be dressed nice, man, and people like you and all kind of stuff. This person has the freedom of speech, right? They can say whatever it is that they want to say,
Right.
right? But how much of that can you take? They can say whatever they want to say. Words are free, right? Words are free. You know, you don't have a quota on words, right? But how much of that are you going to take before something happens?
It depends on the day, man, and that's completely honest. It depends on my day, because some days, man, I have such a long fuse, it's
Right.
ridiculous,
Right.
and it frustrates the person who's trying to frustrate me. Like, oh
Right.
man. But then there's some days it's short. Some
Right.
days it's short, man, and you ain't got but one or two things to say to me, and it's lights out.
On like Donkey Kong.
Yes,
Right.
like so. Um, like I'm always up for a good ribbon. Oh man, me and my friends used to do it at nauseum.
Right. Right. Right.
Oh, if something was wrong with you, oh, we was gonna let you know, right? And
Right.
some days, Chuck was a good sport, man.
Right.
Chuck can roll. Chuck can roll with the. He can roll with the punches because, yeah, man, I'm kind of quick on my feet. I can come back with something. We can keep this going. But then some days, nah, man,
Or other days, not so much.
nah, man. Come on, man. All I said was, well, guess what? Today wasn't the day for you to say that.
Right. Right.
Now take these. Bap, 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 bap. And
Yeah.
I'll love you in the morning. But right now, you got to take these. Bap, bap, bap,
Right.
bap, bap, bap.
But they
And
have the free. But they have the right to say whatever they want to say, though, Chuck.
yes, they can. They can. But there are consequences to the things you say. There's consequences to the things you do. And that's the point that I always try to stress. Like, yes, you have the right to say you don't you can say these things, right? But that don't mean that there's no recourse for the things you say.
Right. Right.
And that's the problem that I have with people, that they think there should be no recourse for the things they say. Well, I should be able to say it. You did. Now,
Right.
there should be liberty to have equal response.
Right. But you can't do that nowadays, Chuck, because people are protected.
People aren't protected.
Yeah, they are. You can like I see this dude at a job, right? And he messed with this dude every day. Oh, you know who it is? It's Jay. Remember that dude I told you that was the Air Force dude? Got every he in shape. The dude wearing the Under Armour shirts and stuff for no reason. Remember him? Remember the dude I
Yes.
was telling you about?
Yes.
The dude. So a dude that's younger than him don't like Jay because Jay get all the girls, right? Jay get all the girls. This younger dude, he probably about 23, 24. He gay and don't know it, right? Or he gay and won't admit it. He the
Okay.
type of dude, Chuck, so the dude I'm telling you about is about 6'2", right?
hmm
Right. And he always suck his teeth like after every that He'd be like,
Freezy.
yeah. He'd be like, Chuck, can you take this bag to my car?
No,
What?
no, I
If you
can't.
don't,
You get your big crusty ass up there. Son.
if you don't take your boy, if you don't take your Miles McBride looking son, because he do look like Miles McBride in the face, right? Except flamed out, right? If you don't take your Deuce McBride looking self somewhere, Deuce McBride, who was that? Okay, yeah. Anyway, you 6'2" and all big, and he do look Chuck Deuce McBride. Think about that. Think Deuce McBride with pink curly hair on the top, right? Chuck, can you take my bags to the car? Chuck, it's dark outside, man. Can you walk me to the car? What? You want Chuck to walk you to the car, but you always picking on Jay? We call him Marcus. Marcus. We call him that, right? So why you always every time the dude come in here, you just off the rip, just be like, why you always be wearing them skin tight clothes? And for us, we say the same thing, but after a while, we like, that's just him. Yeah. But every day, so much so that Jay don't pay no attention. And he like, it don't bother him. Why y'all worried about me? Because it's bullying. You bullying that man now. Somebody bullied you, right? You bullying him about the way he dressed. If somebody bullied you about your sexual preference, everybody would be in HR filling out paperwork, right?
Right.
It's just what it is. And so D'Angelo crazy.
D'Angelo, man. Man.
Yeah. And so for the record, y'all, I'm not dissing Miles McBride. You know, Miles McBride is my man's. That's my guy. I'm just giving you a picture of somebody that this, so you can imagine what this person looks like, right? This dude, Chuck, every day. Last night I went in, it was happening, and it happened for like 4 straight hours. Jay like, whatever. Like, that don't bother me. He like, yeah, I don't pay that man no attention, bro. But I did get such and such number. And oh yeah. She gave me her. She said her boyfriend what? I guess they broke up, Uncle Freeze. I mean, what you want me to do? She just walked over to me and gave me the number. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, just some dudes just got it. You know what I'm saying? So, and Chuck, anyway, man, let me get out of here, man. I'm so sleepy, man. I need to go take me a nap. I need to go take me one of those. You remember when you was in kindergarten? You know how in kindergarten they teach you a certain thing, like these 2 tasks, and you be sleepy, and then it'd be like story time, and you be on the mat like. You trying to stay awake from, and she like, and the cow jumped over the moon, and I'd be like, man, I just want to jump over this pillow. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
sir.
Yeah, let me get out of here, man.
Hey, if you're just now joining us, thank you for joining us. This is Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. It's your host Chuck Allen with your host Uncle Freezy. Coming to you live and direct on a Wednesday, hump day, June 1st. First day of June, man. Summer is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for livening up the chat. And make sure you come back and do it tomorrow, man. We'll be here from 8 a.m.ish to about 9 a.m.ish Eastern Standard Time. And that's Monday through Friday. Your first time joining us, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out. Make sure you hit all notifications so that anytime a video is uploaded or we go live, you'll be notified and you can come kick it. Also, one more thing, one more vital thing that I need you to do. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Get them thumbs up. Get them thumbs up. We appreciate all of the love. Um, and like I said, we'll be back here tomorrow morning. Um, so until then, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend who's going to tell a friend, and we'll see you all tomorrow here, 8 a.m. ish. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.